So students, in previous video I told you, I have given you little bit idea about pollination. Okay, so now we will study very clearly what is pollination. You have seen, students, that for reproduction the movement of pollen grain is necessary. It is necessary that pollen grain move from the anther and come and sit on the stigma. This process is very necessary. Okay, so this process is called pollination. What is pollination? It is the process of transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma of the flower. Right, the pollen grain will be released from the anther and come and sit on the stigma. This process of coming of pollen grain from anther to stigma, this is called pollination. Right? Okay, is it clear? I hope it is clear to you. Okay, now students, pollinations are of two types. Okay, pollination is of two types: self pollination and cross pollination. Okay, self pollination and cross pollination. Let's see what is self and cross pollination. So again we will revise the definition of pollination. What is pollination? Transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma, from male part of the flower to female part of the flower. It is called pollination. Two types. The first type is self pollination. Right? Okay. So students, this is a plant. Okay, this is a plant. Now in this plant, flowers are present. Okay, these are the flowers. So students, suppose this flower I have taken. Okay, and in this flower, male reproductive organ stamen is also present, and stigma, style and ovary, yani carpel is also present. Female reproductive organ is also present. Okay, so suppose the anther of the same flower is coming on the stigma of the same flower, means this flower's anthers will fall down on the stigma of this flower only. Okay, then this type of pollination is called self pollination. Okay, means anther also will be of same flower and stigma also will be of same flower. So anther, pollen grain of the anther of the same flower will come on the stigma of the same flower. Okay, there is only one flower. In one flower the anther releases, pollen grain releases and coming and sitting on the stigma of the same flower. Okay, so this is called self pollination. Okay, and the second type of self pollination means one type that one flower anther or pollen grain will also be of this flower and stigma will also be of this flower. So pollen grain from this flower is coming on and sitting on the stigma of this flower only. This is called self pollination. Okay, one more condition, that if the pollen grain is coming from this flower and sitting on the stigma of this flower but on same plant, you have seen that both the flowers are present on same plant but the anther is of different flower and stigma is of different flower. This is also called self pollination. Okay, so self pollination can be of two types: one in which there is only one flower and pollen grain coming from the anther of the same flower, and sitting on the stigma of the same flower, self pollination. The second self pollination, the anther is coming the pollen grain is coming from the anther of a different flower to the stigma of the different flower but on same plant. This is only one plant. Now both the flowers are present on same plant, so but on same plant. So this is also self pollination. I hope it is clear to you. Right? So students, in this type of pollination, in this self pollination, there is no need of wind or air. There is no need of air or water or insect. Okay, because suppose this flower is present here and this flower is present below here. Okay, if the pollen grain will fall, it will fall. It is this flower is present below this flower. Okay, so when pollen grain will be released, it will fall and sit on this stigma of this flower. Are you understanding me? Okay, so there is no need of air, water and insect. Okay, simply they are present below each other, below or above each other, and when pollen grain will fall, it will come and sit on the stigma of this flower. Okay, and in this flower also, when pollen grain will fall, it will sit on the stigma of the same flower. Okay, so in self-pollination, agents are not required. Agent means water, air, insect, means with the help of which pollination can be carried. That agents are not required, means any source is not required. Okay, so see, transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the stigma of same flower. I told you only one flower, and pollen grain is coming from the anther, from the stigma of the same flower, or या फिर to the another flower but on the same plant. I told you that pollen grain is of different flower, stigma is of different flower, but on the same plant. Okay, so this is also self pollination, and agents of transfer are not required, means wind, water, insects are not required. And what is cross pollination, students? Suppose here is one plant, okay, and here is other plant. This plant also has flowers, this plant also has flowers. So if this plant will, if the pollination is carrying between the hibiscus flower, so this plant also should be of hibiscus, and this plant also should be of hibiscus. Both the plants should be hibiscus, but the different plants. Okay, there are two plants of hibiscus, and these are the hibiscus flowers on the different plants. So if the pollen grain is coming from this flower, okay, coming from one flower of a different plant and sitting on the stigma of another flower on a different plant, these two plants are different, na? Okay, so this is called cross pollination. Means if the plants are also different, flowers are also different, then this is called cross pollination, right? And because this is cross pollination, one plant may be far from the other, so how transfer will be taken place? Okay, how pollination will take place? So for this cross pollination, agents are required. Wind is required. With the help of wind, pollen grain from this plant will flow in air and come and sit on the stigma of this flower. Or या फिर water, with the help of water in the rainy season, with the help of water pollination can take place. Okay, or with the help of insect, when insect come and sit on this flower, the pollen grain will stick to the leg of the insect, and when insect come and sit on this flower, so the pollen grain will fall on the stigma. Okay, so in this cross pollination, agents are required. Wind, water, insects. Okay, these transferring agents are required for the transfer of pollen grain. So transfer of pollen grain from the anther of a flower to the stigma of another flower of same type means the both plants should be of hibiscus. It will not happen that one is hibiscus and the other is rose and this is called cross pollination. No, both should be of hibiscus, both should be of rose. Okay, same type means this, but here one more line you should add, that on different plants. Okay, of the same type on different plants, means there are two plants of hibiscus, two plants of rose, and the anther is coming from the flower of one plant to the flower of different plant. Okay, so this is called cross pollination, and in this agents of transfer are required. For example, wind, water, and insects. Some other animals are also may transfer the pollen grains, so these agents are required. Okay, so students, this was all about pollination and its type. Now how pollination can be carried? It can be carried by the three ways: wind, water, and insects. Okay, how by the help of wind, water, and insects pollination can take place, we will study on next term. Thank you.